Good morning, whoa. Yeah, okay. I think it's time to do something with that. Happy Saturday. So, I try to read every day. Usually I do it in the morning, and I'm rereading Plato's Republic. I know who does that. I haven't read it since college, so I'm starting from the beginning, starting with Socrates and working my way forward with all the philosophers. And the interesting thing is, I'm reading this book, and I haven't read it forever. And, Plato wrote this stuff 400 BC, and he was talking about the perfect republic, talking about democracy. And he was really talking about how to create what he thought would be a utopian society. So, first thing he talked about was, who do you want to have as your leaders when you have elections? And he did a whole thing about, who's going to get to vote? Is it going to be just the people who are educated and are landowners, or are you going to let more and more people vote as you go through in the democracy? And if you do, then his theory was that could create bigger problems in terms of who gets elected, and that there really would be three types of people who would be elected. There would be business owners who are motivated by money and personal acquisitions and stuff, and they may or may not have the best interest of the state in mind when they're doing what they're doing. They could, but he said they'll have a tendency to not. Then he said the second type of person that's going to get elected is military people, people who are interested in power but not money. And again, he said, they're going to be popular, but they may or may not have the best interests of the state in mind, and they may be motivated more by, wanting to have wars and wanting to conquer. And the third type of person that would be elected would be the philosopher. Of course, being a philosopher, Plato thought the philosophers would be the best ones to be the leaders. He said they would understand the theories and really have the interests of the people in mind. And he said, now you could be a philosopher coming out of one of the first two things, but that it wouldn't be guaranteed and it would be more tricky, and you would want to have the philosophers be the ones who are in fact running the state. And so then he had this whole approach as to how society should do that everybody should go to school for a period of time, and then there should be testing, and then if you pass the test, then you can become an administrator, and then there should be another round of testing, and if you pass that testing, then you can become a professional. But then the professionals should go work for the people who failed the first test for 15 years, and everybody should raise crops, and he believed in kind of a more agrarian society. And then from there, you could get elected because you would understand the people and be willing to serve the people. Complicated theory. Why do I bring it up? Because if you look at the problems that he talked about, it's the same problems that we still face today. And it's honestly the same problems that the founding fathers talked about when they first set up this country. That his idea of a more agrarian society, and that's Thomas Jefferson. That's exactly Thomas Jefferson. The people that he worried about, though, in terms of who's going to become president, well, Benjamin Franklin was a military man, and Thomas Jefferson was a businessman. So was Adams. So the point of this is this. Jim Rohn always had a great moment in his speeches when he would do this whole thing where he would say, I'm able to predict the future. You guys are the luckiest people in the world because I can predict the future. So get ready to write this down because you just came to the right place at the right time. And then he would pause and create this anticipation, and then he would say, it's pretty much going to be like the past. And that's the point of bringing that up. The things that we end up dealing with, especially in life, are the same things, number one, that everybody else is dealing with, and are pretty much the same things that humans have been dealing with for a long time. Now, technology changes, challenges change us, whether or not it's a pandemic or it's a war. Mankind survived the last ice age, and we did so with the only piece of technology that we had was fire, but we were able to survive it with just that. The things that we're going through are the same things that humans have always been going through and will be the same things. They might take a little bit of a different form, but the problem is the same. You know, there's so many great benefits for me for working for the Robbins organization. The thing that I like the most is I get to interact with people from all over the world all the time. And I love that. And one of the greatest things about it is we're all dealing with the same stuff. Everybody's dealing with the same things. So the good news is we know what's coming. It always gets lighter after it's dark. You know, it's always darkest right before the dawn. So whatever it is that's going on, if you're in a great place, awesome, enjoy it. But remember the seasons. If you're in summer right now and it's sunny, but you're not reaping the rewards yet, but you can see it coming, okay, well, continue to protect your crop. If you're in fall right now and you're reaping the harvest, enjoy it, but know that winter's coming. Most of us are in winter right now. Okay, great. We know that we prepare, we sow those seeds, we prepare for spring so that we can get ready for what's coming. I think we're actually in spring right now. I think we've gotten past winter, and now we're sowing the seeds to get ready for the summer and get ready for the fall. But everything that we're dealing with, we've dealt with in the past. And what comes in the future is going to be the same processes that we've had to deal with before. There's going to be good times and there's going to be bad times. And the people that have the great life are the people that manage their state as they go through those times, that understand this too shall pass. Whether it's good or bad, this too shall pass. They manage how they respond to it. They enjoy life because why not? And they control and discipline themselves so that they sow those same seeds. They have habits that create the outcomes that they want. So whatever it is that you're going through right now, whether you're in winter or spring or summer or fall, know that that season's going to pass. Enjoy it and know what you're supposed to do during that period of time. And at the end of the day, enjoy the day. And remember what's important. Relationships with family. Communicating with the people that you love. At the end of the day, that's all that really matters. The rest of the stuff really doesn't. Remember, if you've got your health, what do you got? 1 million dreams. If you don't have your health, how many dreams do you have? 1. So this too shall pass, and the problems that we're dealing with are the same problems that have been dealing with for thousands of years and will be dealing with for thousands of years. Have a great day, everybody. We're all in this together. Let's take care of each other.